Ahoy all, hi, it is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well, hope all are safe. You know what the crazy thing is? I literally just got back and it's literally post meridian. It's about like 8, probably about 8 now. But I was out all day and literally the ride service, it'll take you all over. If you're going out further than like 30 minutes, you'll be riding all over LA. So pretty much I rode almost all over California because I decided to go to Hollywood. Yeah, so like by the time I got to Hollywood, I'm like, okay, I've seen 3 different cities, and then leave Hollywood and end up in Calabasas and I think what is it called? Electra, something like that. I forgot the other one, but cities I have not been to. But it's like take these ride service, you'll be riding all over town. It was good. It was a nice ride, beautiful view, beautiful sun, nice breeze. It was very beautiful. It was nice. It's really nice to see Calabasas. Calabasas was really nice, even though I didn't order the trip, but it was good. I'm learning now when I take this ride service, I'm gonna be riding around town, which is cool though. I mean, I got out of the house, left when did I live? I think just before noon, and so I pretty much worked or was out the whole shift. So I think it was about 8 now. Yeah. Man, what is able to sightsee and eat food and all that good stuff. No, it was good though. It was good. It was nice. But literally, like while being out, like I think it was 2 or 3 reports on that hurricane. I think it was the Canadian one I knew about, and then I knew about the Puerto Rico one. But literally, the latest one was the Florida one, and which is actually happening right now. And the crazy thing, remember, I'll tell you, these hurricanes are not playing. I guess they say Florida is literally an ocean now. So I'm like, so when they got flooded for real. And then I seen a video of some past and present floods to where you'll get some people who will try to go up against these waves and these currents. I'm like, this water is flowing. That means whatever you're doing, you're going to be going with the flow of this water. So I guess it was a truck that was driving to get to the other side of the road. So he's driving on the road, that's fine, but he's headed toward literally a body of water. So I'm like, I don't know if he was trying to show off his truck, like, oh, I can do it, but he literally, once he lost friction and traction, he basically floated with the water, went off with the current, and ended up pretty much, he was like halfway nosedive in the water. So from the outside looking in, and then if he didn't get the help, because he didn't lower the window either, so he pretty much was submerged in water. So more than likely he drowned. It sounded like that was suicide though, because he literally drove into the water. And not only driving to the water, the truck drifted off and then started to nosedive, but it only went maybe halfway. So pretty much the top part of the truck, so the back part of the truck wasn't necessarily underwater, but pretty much the part where he was, and he didn't lower the window at all. You'll think you would lower the window before the truck sinks, but he didn't lower it at all. So I assume that was suicide. Then there was another guy that tried to go in to help him, and he ended up drifting away, but he landed into a tree. So there was so much water, he pretty much got swept into a tree. So he had to hang out there or if somebody came to get him. Something like, you got people getting caught in the crossfire, and then people trying to play a hero. My thing is though, like if you do something like with that guy in that truck, yeah, he would have just been an RIP record, because like he drove into that body of water. He had, like I say, he literally drove into it. Like, okay, yeah, he was driving in a puddle of water, but he still had friction, and he kept going. Like the water's getting higher and higher until now he's nosedive somewhere. You know, so I'm just like, now stuff like that, you can't really help people who walks into fire. Like I said, the guy was nice enough to help him. Now he's in trouble. He could have almost died. He probably did die, but because like I say, there was no help on the scene, and they said that's what they told him. They're not going to help you on the scene. If you go do what that truck and that guy did, that Good Samaritan and the truck driver did, your ass is going to be out there until they decide to scoop your body up later. That's what they said. They said, y'all be out there doing something dumb. That's literally that was one of the emergency messages. Either evacuate or take your ass somewhere, because if you go out there playing with fire, or we're not putting our first responders in danger because y'all want to go, you want to commit suicide. You want to commit suicide, then the purpose of that is once you get done, then we'll clean the bodies up. And we're not going to go in there fishing after people that goes going right for the water, basically. But it must be pretty bad, because I'm just like, wow. Because it seems like and this is like the heart of hurricane season. This is pretty much like the birth of hurricane season. Like, this is hurricane season, And this light randomly came on. I'm out in the garage. I look all crazy. Yeah, but this is the heart of hurricane season. So it's like, I don't know if it's like the tail end of summer, and then the tail end of summer will pretty much, I don't know if that's the perfect weather. Whatever it is, it's really activating. It's these hurricanes are, it could be a mix of natural and chaos, but whatever it is, these hurricanes are like, yeah, they're pretty massive. Yeah, so I was like, I didn't even know what to begin to even talk about. So I'm like, okay, that was crazy, literally like back to back hurricanes, and then then you have the, oh, I guess Coolio the rapper. Now I haven't heard from him in about 20 years, but Coolio the rapper, if you know him, I guess apparently he got found dead in his friend's bathroom. There's something about being found dead, you know, especially if it's. I don't know if I'll say especially if it's suicide. Or no, not suicide. Well, even though it's that too, but I mean, especially if it's drug related. Or quote unquote not drug. I don't know. Sometimes because that just seems too cliche. Oh, found dead, overdose. I'm like, that's too cliche. And they say that conveniently happens to rappers when they speak out. Because I guess the same thing happened with DMX. I guess he must have said something or exposed something that he conveniently quote unquote overdosed soon after. So I don't know what happened to Coolio. It just seemed like it came out of nowhere. I'm like, where did that come from? Like, and then it's like you look to see what's happening. Oh, found dead. And it's like, well, what the hell happened? But it's just pretty much, found dead in your friend's bathroom. Like, found dead. I don't know. It's just suicide and found dead. It just sounds suspicious. But yeah, it's a whole lot going on. Yeah, a whole lot going on. I feel like I'm just working on self, working on cleaning up self, and just wow, getting myself together. Because I'm just like, this is crazy. And it's been quiet, and then you just don't know who's. You know, and they say it's a lot of times too, you just never know who you're around or what the hell's going on, because it'll be the ones you think these are your day ones, and they're the ones, they know literally everything about you, so that means that they want to. Whether they mean well or mean harm, they want to, they can, you know, interfere with what you've got going on. That's the only thing, like, and I know with me, I know I would need a team, and I would love to have a team, but I would be so nervous, cause I'd be like, is one of y'all, one or all of y'all ain't right, you know. That's the same thing, you know, the same thing with the Christ tribe. He was like, yeah, it's 12 of y'all niggas, but one of y'all, aka Judah, is gonna be the death of me, and that's exactly how I'm just like, that's my biggest thing. I don't want to be so closed up, like, no, you know, or I'm looking upside security's head, but I'm just like, because it'll be your quote unquote crew that'll move out the way, you know, when the bullets get to flying. Like I say, that's the same thing that happened with literally all of these political well, i.e. like Martin Luther King, like with his crew too. It said that a lot of them knew what was going on and what time it was, so they knew to keep their distance though. You know, I don't know. It's just like you just get some niggas you just cannot trust, and it'd be the one you're in bed with too. Like, dang, like really, you of all people, you know what I mean? The same one is booking flights for you and stuff. That's the same thing with the celebrity thing too. They'll say, oh yeah, it's the same lady booking your flights, the same lady that's tossing your husband's salad. Or making him salad. I don't know if they tossing. I don't know if I threw that part in there. They did say that's at Rise now. Something about guys like getting their getting their ring licked, to say the least. Yeah. Now that was kind of random, but for some reason though that does, yeah, that's been brought up a lot too. I don't know what that means. Honestly, that's you know, I'm kind of drifting off subject, but. And in so many words, that's homosexual. Cause my thing is, any man that tampers with the butt area on a man or a woman or himself, or that's yeah. Because it's not just gonna end that with a feather on your ring. It's not just gonna end with a feather. Oh, let's just try the feather. Let's just lick. No. And then when her mouth isn't available, then the nigga with titties, his mouth gonna be available. No, I'm telling you, that's unshitted waters that you don't want. No. And I don't know why that came to mind, but who's ever into that? Yeah, go ahead and get the taste out of your mouth. Hey, that's just nasty anyway. That's how people get sick. But anyway, yeah, like with the craziness going on, I don't know. It's just like you just don't know who the hell you can trust, and then he's conveniently found dead at his friend's house, and I'm just like, man. You must wonder, if I really be thinking like, oh, well, hey, I really just want to help you. I want to talk to them. Like, I don't know y'all niggas, you know. And then even if I did know you, I just can't. You know, and then you know, I would love to let my guard down and kick my feet up and you know, and enjoy myself, but like no, that's suicide. That is suicide. You just don't know what the hell. Like I say, this wave, whatever this is, it's too unpredictable. Like only way you can fully relax is if you're in the middle of the wilderness, literally by yourself. One thing you have to worry about is insects. That's the only time you can kick back. But if you're surrounded by people who you don't know who the hell's watching and what the hell they're doing, or who the hell is in your crew, or who you laying up with, then shit, you might want to stay on your damn toes, you know. So And that's the only reason why I haven't fully relaxed yet, because I'm still amongst the demons, so it's like can't really relax, or can't let my guard down. Damn sure can't trust anybody, so it's like, so as long as I'm in Babylon, or as long as I'm amongst the demons and whores and whoremongers, and there's no way in the world I'm gonna get close to any of these people. They're all tainted. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that I'm just so clean and perfect, but I am sinful. Like I say, I would be considered filthy because I'm not 1,000% clean, but it's like I'm not evil though. I'm not evil. I'm not shady. I don't do funny business. I don't go doing things I don't have no business doing. Like I said, I would never be hanging out with these warmongers around town. Like I said, they really piss me off. I don't know if it's because it's too many of them, but like it is not my type. That's not my definition of fun. And that's another thing too that kind of pissed me off. Remember I told you the old balls, Mickey? I pretty much got called boring because I don't get my entertainment or fun out of sex and porn, especially not as a group activity. Like I say, trust me, I'm a private person. Like anything that I do that's wild, it's not going to be as part of a group activity. Like I said, you would never catch me in any polygyny or group sex meetings. Like I said, that's not my style. So like, you're not going to catch me participating. Leave me the F out of it. You know? Yeah, so like stuff like that. And like I say, just because I'm not a whoremonger or whore, you know, like that's not about me risking getting a rash. There's nothing fun about that. Especially for one moment of pleasure, because I'm sure it's not gonna last long. So it's just like, come on, stop it. Yeah, but that's why I just like to strive on just staying, you know, getting myself together, literally, like 100%. Like, I don't entertain or not gonna mingle unless, you know, I'm actually, you know, got myself together. Because I feel like as long as I have room for improvement, or as long as I have work to do, I have no business out mingling and trying to get to know people. Like, no, how the hell would I look like trying to get to know somebody and I need to work on my two-step? You know, that just makes no sense. And, you know, if I'm working on self, then leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna stay in my boat. Like I say, things will work out naturally. I'm a natural person. Like I say, while I'm in my bubble working on self, then those who needs to be in my presence, or those who I want to be bothered with, will be in my presence. In the meantime, I'm not gonna be bothered with whoremongers and snakes and whores, to say the least. Yeah, but yeah, I would say just be careful. And I just need to, I want to keep my eye on this Atlantic Ocean too, because it looks like the oceans are showing out right now. They're here drowning people. So right now it looks like it's that whatever that the Atlantic side. So what is it? So maybe at the top of Canada, going maybe the right side of America. I don't have east from west as far as my geographics, but wherever that top part of Canada, or I don't know if it does go Canada to Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico. I feel like Puerto Rico happened first, but it was Puerto Rico then Canada. Maybe I don't know. Damn, it was Canada, Puerto Rico, whatever it was, worked its way down to Florida. I should probably see where the hell it's headed next, because therefore you can keep an eye on them damn hurricanes. And I don't know if they're different ones or if it's the same one that's just switching attitudes, but I don't know. Make sure I stay out the way. I don't want none of the smoke. I don't. Especially the smoke from nature. There's something like, oh dang, you see that tsunamis coming right for you. One thing, if a school shooter's coming right at you, somebody can stop that. You can't stop nature. So it's like, wow, that's what makes it. It's beautifully dangerous. Like I say, it's mesmerizing. It's a sight to see. I'm like, wow, nature's very beautiful, but very deadly. Yes, just be careful. You got so many things to watch out for. You're like, wow. I don't even know what the hell to report on anymore. I'll probably just keep quiet. I'm just keep quiet and start looking around. I'm like, man, because it's just too much at one time. Because then it's like, okay, you have to. It's just way too much. Like the checklist is. I mean, there's not that much notebook paper in the world. Because it's literally, you have to watch out for. Literally, well, yeah, from insects to the weather, I guess. Because I don't know, it's like, okay, yeah, insects, I guess, because they said they have killer mosquitoes out now. I guess, I don't know who was Elon Musk or Bill Gates. Hell, somebody has been working on a mosquito, a killer. These people will not stop, I tell you. These demons, I'm telling you, you see how these demons are working hard. They don't sleep. We think we got time to dick around and partying. Yeah, but well, it is cool though, I guess. And enjoy the peace and quiet while it's here. It has been quiet too. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the quiet before the storm. Like, yeah, but the only thing you can do is just prepare and just be ready. And honestly, frankly, I'm just ready for it to be over with. I'm like, oh my goodness, come on, let's get it over with. Get the bang and the drama out the way, or whatever it is that they have. They have something up their sleeve, and just ready for it to be over with. Whatever. Yeah, because they're not going to stop, and it's like, and regular, they actually hang out with regular people too, because. Now, also too, I don't know how true this is either, but who is that? Elon Musk or somebody else? They say Elon Musk and who was that damn rapper? I don't know if it was Orlando. I don't even know, or was it Ray J or Nick Cannon? Somebody, one of those. I guess they're hanging out with Elon Musk. I don't know. It could be, it could be for strange activity, but my thing is, if they're hanging out with regular people, but yet doing major things that kills regular people, and it's like. And everybody's okay with that. Like nobody's gonna stop them. It's literally only like 5 or 6 people doing this. But I guess they're the ones with the money, though. Well, yeah. Yeah, but be careful. I guess if you're in Florida or in the Florida area, yeah, be careful because they're pretty much saying that since it's crazy out there right now, don't call them for help because they're not. As far as first responders, they're not going to come out right now when it's hot. It's a lot of smoke out there. Like I say, the picture I seen, they just showed the bunch of water like all in the street. So they're like, oh yeah, Florida is the ocean. So I don't know, it must be pretty bad. But yeah, like I said, then the video that I seen, I think this was an older hurricane video, but that one, you could just see water and waves and currents just pouring in. It's like, shoo. Ain't no running from that. That's crazy. But but be safe. Honestly, like I said, I don't even know. I'm probably not even gonna be. I guess if something happened around me, maybe I'll report it. But I'm not gonna be reporting on nothing. This is too much. Like I can't even keep up with this stuff. People, hey, did you hear about the moon? And I'm like, oh, what about And it's just, I guess you're gonna figure out what the hell's going on because it's all everything's just coming out. So yeah, my thing is, I'm perfectly fine with the chaos. You got to get the purge the garbage out to feel better. So yeah, I'm okay with the chaos and the purging. As long as that'd make it closer to getting over with. Yeah, cause now it's just gonna get to the point where next, and I don't want to get desensitized either, but it's gonna get to the point where I'm just like, shoot. That's the only thing I really do not want to start to get desensitized. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not going to just keep reporting on chaos. That's obvious. It's like it's obvious what's going on. Yeah, but but at the end of the day, don't be safe. Take care. Work on what you need to work on, and to stay out the way. Literally, your best bet is stay out the way so you can see what the hell is happening. And versus going out amongst the demons and being a part of the chaos. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also too, no procrastinating too, because like I said, that I guess another thing too, when these storms come through, I don't think they get much time. It'd be like, because I didn't, like I say, with this Florida one, that I feel like that's, well then again, I'm not in Florida, so I wouldn't get the alerts for it anyway, but you just feel like you won't really hear about it until it actually happens. And they'll probably tell you, hey, it's on the way, but it's like, is that really enough time to hit the road, or is that really enough time to even get the message, versus, or if I tell you, I might have said it last week, but that don't mean everybody got the message, if that makes sense. But yeah, it just seems like they just come so fast, so hard, so heavy. It's like, they're coming through, it's coming through, tearing up the place, like they're literally like remixing the place. Yeah, so it's just like, that's life changing too. So like that just shows you how things can literally change overnight. You just lose everything overnight. And then you can also gain everything overnight too. Probably not necessarily a bad thing, but just just overall, just be safe. Stay out the way, be careful. And just stay prepared. Stay ready. All right, well, be safe, and I'll return.